Big Mom's house. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Mama's house, y'all. Papa and I are here again to go over Welcome to Plathville, season 3, episode 2. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've seen so many episodes of everything lately, I get confused. But this one was interesting, I think. It starts out with, again, Lydia walking into her job interview and her new potential employers there, and she walks in and sees the brother that she seems to have some very serious hero worship going on with.
Yeah, and it wasn't awkward.
Was there, and she hadn't seen him in 6 months.
Yeah.
And so she got emotional, and then of course she had to try to suck it back down so she could do the job interview. And then after it was over, she went out and they were talking, and she again got very emotional because, she feels things a lot deeper.
I think she'll change eventually when she realizes that Ethan could have, prevented all of this. This is all on Ethan.
Yeah, I think it's funny when he said he's surprised that he never runs into anybody.
But well, Olivia,
you're blatantly avoiding most of your family.
But no, Olivia says that she basically sees everybody in town. That's why she has to leave.
And even if she isn't about seeing the people, if she sees places, she gets triggered. It's like anything that these people have ever touched, breathed, or stepped on in their life is gonna trigger Olivia.
Yep.
So, Lydia, I think it's good that they changed the rule that they can only work part-time until they're done with their school.
Yeah. And
since she's in something akin to her senior year, she's able to work part-time. And then it goes back to Ethan talking about the possible move and how he uses working on the cars as a way to kind of escape that, number one. But number two, just to kind of ruminate on it all and think about it, in a quiet place. And he said that the hardest part of moving is leaving behind his siblings. Well, if you never see them,
you don't see them anyway.
It's like they're on a different planet.
Haven't seen them in 6 months.
And you won't even drive by their house to get a glimpse of them.
Yeah.
If you see a car with a family member, you avoid it at all costs.
You don't even act like a creepy, estranged father who sits outside of his kids at school watching them play in a playground. He doesn't even do that.
No, he don't. He talks a lot about missing them and wanting to see them, but actions and the words do not match up.
That's what we know anyway. Maybe he could be the creepy dad, the strange dad that does that.
No, because it's weird. Okay,
sits outside the farm and watches them play.
She's there, right? And he hasn't seen her in 6 months. He says and proclaims to one and all that he loves his siblings so much, and it's devastating to him, and he hates his parents for keeping them apart. But then he has a chance to see her, and instead of sitting down being like, oh my gosh, what's going on with you? Let's catch up. How's everything going? Blah, blah, blah. It's, oh, hey, he's working on my car. And then,
he's in a rough spot right now.
No, he, doesn't.
Mentally, he's in a rough spot.
When I said it before, he was very robotic when he said goodbye to the siblings at the end of the last season. And he was like, okay, I'll see you when you're 18. Bye. Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. And just really weird. He's playing a part that he doesn't really feel. It's odd.
Olivia's making him play a part.
It just bothered me that he didn't seem at all affected at seeing her like she did him. It just bothered me.
He's shut down. That's what he is. He's shut down.
I think it was good to see that Kim is good, and Barry, obviously, are okay with Lydia seeing Ethan and Olivia, as long as they're not trying to cause more division.
Yeah.
And again, talking shit and whatever. And how she was sad, so she misses Ethan and his happy joyfulness. And he really was. I mean,
that first season, he was smiling all the time.
Yeah, I mean...
He was happy.
Yeah. But yet at the same time, all this evilness is going on with his parents.
Even like season 2
Yeah.
of it, he was all happy and
And again, this is amidst all the evilness going on with his parents. So, it's like he's just a happy guy. He just doesn't.
no more.
And then Lydia
At this point,
hopes that she can be a bridge between them. What do you think about that?
I think she would. I mean, when she works with him, the mom's gonna ask Lydia, "How's Ethan?" And Ethan knows, that Lydia's gonna go back and tell their mom and dad. I mean, that's the bridge, right there.
Well, I think
But
she's trying.
she's
Yeah,
not gonna get them back together.
I think she hopes she can.
She hopes. I don't believe
But I think she thinks it's a long shot too. But she's hopeful. And then we find out that Mariah has a music manager now. And that manager, we don't know who it is, but sent her an at-home recording studio after hearing her demo.
And they were trying to hook it up.
And she somehow is better at tech than Max.
Do what?
She's somehow better at tech stuff than Max.
Well, she's not very good either. I think Michael was there.
Micah didn't know anything either.
He knew what an adapter was.
I was like, okay, so it's Micah, Mariah, and Max, and they're trying to set it up. And she did most of it, right? But then she needed Ethan and Olivia, or Olivia's help, to finish it because they're way more tech savvy than they are. And then Max started worrying then about Ethan and Olivia not knowing him, and were they avoiding him on purpose? Did they not like him? I mean, that sounds kind of girly.
I don't think Olivia does.
What, likes Max?
I don't think so. I think she just wants to be the old one and only. Just like I don't think she really cares for.
We're gonna get to all that.
I mean, for that point in time, there,
I got a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brainwashing some more people.
And then Lydia has a new possible boy, but he lives out of state, and she prays about her
The
feelings.
same one as she met before.
No, this is a different one.
Okay.
That was the one she prayed about and decided it wasn't the one for her.
Okay.
This is a new boy.
Yeah, I got some issues with this one coming up.
And then
Kim, I do.
yeah. And then after last episode, you were wondering where Helena had been. Well, she's back.
Right up. Yeah, there's
And
like foreshadowing.
what do you think about Micah taking her to meet Ethan and Olivia?
I think it was a mistake taking her to see Olivia. He doesn't realize this right now. All right, but Olivia is just a soul. She's what's that called? A soul sucker.
Yeah.
And
Or we could do a Harry Potter reference and call her a soul eater.
that's what I meant. A soul eater. That's what I meant. And she's a wall brainwasher. But I don't know if Helena can actually. She seems like the happier-go-lucky type of person. I don't know and I don't think she'll spend much time, like enough time with Olivia, like Ethan did.
Yeah.
To brainwash her.
Well, I don't know if Helena actually was a fan, quote unquote fan of Olivia's and her online presence or whatever, or just because she's a photographer and she's sucking up to her, hoping to maybe get some free work done. I don't know.
Well, she's a model. Don't you get free work done anyway?
Well, no. I mean, they have to pay a lot of money for their headshots and then their.
If you're going to become popular, I'm sure photographers will be there. Oh, let me.
Well, obviously, but these people aren't that popular yet.
Not Micah's kind of.
You think so?
Yeah, Micah's. Yeah, it seems that way. But the show helps. Again, the show.
And Ethan says that Olivia can hide her feelings and he can't. And
kind of
that really bothers him that she can just go right from having an argument to, oh, hey, how you guys doing? Nice to meet you. And he's
say something.
Standing there going, I'm really upset and I don't know what to do with this now.
That should say something to him. What kind of person she is. She's a phony. She's a fake. And that's what she is, in my opinion.
It does seem to come across that way, doesn't it?
I mean, I could be wrong. And I've only seen Olivia up to 3-2.
But I also don't think it was right that he just pieced out and went to work on the air conditioner.
I think it is. I think it's right.
You think so?
I really do. I mean, I don't think he's really cares about seeing Helena. I mean, he could, but not. I mean, whatever. He's gonna. He's
Yeah.
gonna see her again, whatever, and he knows Mike is gonna follow him out.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're gonna have their guy talk. That's basically what that was for. He wanted to talk to his best friend, which is Micah,
Yeah.
and he wanted to vent a little bit. And what he said was kind of telling about what's going on right now.
And Micah says that he hopes they didn't split up because he loves them both. But Ethan is his blood. And he's going to stick by Ethan.
He'll stick with Ethan, and he should. At this point in time. I mean, you know what I mean, as far as he should stick with Ethan.
And I think it's really, I mean, it is telling to me also that Ethan is sad and frustrated over this fighting with Olivia. But she doesn't seem bothered. Like, she'll talk about the arguments they have, and it's like,
Yep.
like, oh, it's just like talking about anything else. And he's like, you can see it
She has no soul.
on his face, like the sadness and in his eyes, and it just makes me sad.
And the red hair makes her even more evil.
I have a note about that on the next page.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Foreshadowing, everybody.
No, this is the marriage brain meld we have going on. We read each other's minds a lot. And then Micah walks in and quote unquote overhears Helena saying all kinds of nice things about him to Olivia. And I think it's great how Olivia starts trying to bring up the whole parent thing and all that, the situation with the family. And she just like deflects and goes right past it. And she's just like, I'm just so happy to meet you guys and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
Good job, Helena.
yeah, right. She's got.
What's the age difference there? About the same age? I think she's older than him, isn't she?
Than Micah?
Yeah, by a few years.
I do not know.
Helena and Micah.
Yeah, I do not know,
I
honestly.
think she is about a few years.
Not
by much.
I'll have to do a Google later.
Yeah.
Now that I'm curious.
Because I did show their ages when I show their names.
Yeah.
You know, the kids, not the parents, but the kids.
Yeah.
And so I think I just missed that one.
Yeah, I get busy writing notes and sometimes I miss little.
And they might not have shown hers. I think they just showed the kids to show like the different age differences between all the siblings.
Yeah. And then Lydia and Kim are kind of chatting about
I got issues here.
the special boy.
Mm-hmm.
And Kim even says she's 17, so some of that is up to her. And she does have a phone now. And
No. They're letting her use the phone for the rented phone. Okay? They didn't get her the phone. She said that you've been using, for the rentals, you've been using a rental phone. They're letting you use the rental phone, but you can't be texting 100 times a day. Is exactly what she said.
more than 100 times a day to one boy.
But listen, no, I know. But she said the rental phone. So they didn't buy her a phone yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they're letting her use the rental phone.
Well, like they said, they wanted to get her a low-tech one first, let her get used to that.
Still, it's not.
So why pay for a phone
getting
that you're not going to keep?
That's still it's still a phone that she's gonna have stipulations on. And how was she? Well, go continue. I don't
Well,
understand.
do you not remember when our children first got their cell phones? We looked to them. We paid for them. We buy them. If there's something.
Kids had phones at 17.
But again, if we were paying for the phone,
Yeah,
I reserved the right to look at it if I felt like there was something going on that I needed to know about.
that's fine.
I don't. No, it wasn't a regular thing.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, what are you talking about?
She wants Lydia to get to know this guy, but then she doesn't want Lydia to talk to this guy.
Yeah, because
See what I'm saying?
remember what we talked about whenever Olivia and Ethan recording, and the dad was like, "Oh, you can only talk an hour every month or something,"
Which is ridiculous.
and it's kind of the same thing. It's like, does absence make the heart grow fonder, or does it wither away and die?
But you're not gonna get to know the person that way.
And I get that. I'm just saying that I think that's the thought pattern in that.
But
I'm not agreeing with it.
it's dumb.
I agree. It's dumb.
See, you can't have one and the other. You can't be like, well, you gotta get to know this person, but you can't talk to them.
Well, but I think, like she said, she knows how tender-hearted she is. And her big thing was about getting emotionally invested because she didn't want her heart to get broken, obviously. Only knowing him through text. But with the caveat of chill out till you graduate a little bit. And then when you graduate and he graduates, we'll arrange for a visit. And to me, that seems kind of like compromising.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, they're giving, and it's still a learning process of giving.
I think they're good parents. Okay, I do. I think
I think they have good intentions.
Kim and Barry are good parents with the younger kids. As they get older, it's when they start getting weaker, because then they start becoming they're hypocritical with the older kids. Okay, they're like, you can't. I mean, they've done it.
Right.
Kim's had 4 or 5 boyfriends at one time, is what she said.
Something like that.
Barry's already been married once. So
Yep.
you can't. I mean, it's like us telling the kids not to smoke, but yet we smoke in front of them. You know, I mean, we did it, but I mean, if they did it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can't forbid them.
Oh, yes, I can.
Well, now we can't.
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying it's very. They should leave Lydia alone. Be there for her when she needs them. Okay. As far as like if Lydia's having some depressed time and wants to talk to mom, be there. Same thing with Barry. Be there. But Lydia is pretty smart. She's pretty older than her age. Okay, in my opinion. And I think she'll make. I mean, if she doesn't know the right decision, she'll go to one of her parents. She's not just going to go and screw everything up.
Well, you
In my
know.
opinion. No, I really do. I really do think that she's not.
But they also can't treat her completely different than they treated the other ones. They have
Well, that would
to.
show that would make the other ones happy.
I,
That's what the other ones. That's what the older siblings want them to do. They don't want the parents to do the same
stop it,
thing to
Mimi.
Lydia and Isaac that they did to them.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? That would make the siblings happy. That would show progression on the parents' part.
Okay. I thought it was the cutest when the little girls were eavesdropping.
I had no. I would have laughed it off. I don't know. I don't think Kim laughed it off. You know, Kim was kind of upset about it.
Well, probably because Lydia is very private and doesn't want the entire world knowing that she likes a boy.
But those kids aren't going to remember anything.
Oh, you don't know little girls,
They
dude.
don't remember.
Okay.
They're going to go play with their Amish dolls, and
Stop.
maybe you forget all about it.
I thought it was cute that Mariah and Max made burgers and fries for Ethan and Olivia when they came over. I mean,
See
obviously,
how rare they were?
no, I didn't.
I did.
I was writing and not looking at the actual cooking.
They actually had they actually had
Well, so a lot of people like burgers that way.
Well, I have no issues with it as long as there's no blood dripping out. But I mean, they had a burger sitting there, like eating, like a bite or two was taken off of it, and you could see like the pink in it, you know,
Yeah,
which is fine.
I'm a well done burger kind of girl.
I am, as long as it's not too done.
I don't want a pocky puck, but I want to not feel like I'm eating raw meat.
Those tomatoes look good too.
They did.
Yeah.
Um,
That made me hungry for burgers.
you know, okay, it showed whenever Olivia and Ethan were walking over to Mariah and Micah's house, and that chick always has something negative to say about him. About how they left a long hair on the back of his head after his haircut, and she laughs at him.
How about you don't laugh at him? Don't even tell him about it. Just take a pair of scissors and be like, "Hold on, Ethan, I gotta get this quick."
I've done that to you.
Exactly. Married couples do that.
I've done it to the kids.
Married couples do it.
And I thought it was really bitchy when she said she has a snack in her purse just in case the food sucks.
But Olivia doing that, right, with the snack,
Yeah, it's just bitchy.
that's just like a bitchy thing to do, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and you got to see Mariah's denim underwear on parade on that episode because when they were doing the dinner, that's what she chose to wear. And I'm like, those are the denim underwear that Lydia was talking about. I saw that and I laughed because I thought about you.
Do you think she only does that for the show, or she's like that all the time?
Oh no, I think that's just how she chooses to dress.
Do you think that's the kind of person?
I think
there's
to
nothing
her-
wrong with how she dresses.
I think to her that's quote unquote freedom. She can choose where she wants.
Well, clothes.
And it's the opposite of what her mother wanted her to wear, so it's the best. Olivia at the dinner, this is the part that I had a lot to say. First of all, my opinion only. I've been a redhead. I know natural redheads. Olivia is not a redhead. You do not have the color or anything to pull it off. Go back to being a dishwater blonde. Olivia only cares about what Max has heard about them.
Yeah.
You know, he's like trying to make conversation and talk. Like, he's like, so what have you heard about me? And she's like, oh, we want to know what you heard about us. You know? And maybe not in that little snarky tone, but still.
Inside, probably.
And then points out that Ethan does everything but spend time with her, like his cars and motorcycle, whatever.
And they laughed.
And that's not a place I mean, that's just being bitchy. She's nagging with a smile on her face.
She's
So that
getting
the other
digs at
yes.
Ethan. Yes.
And he doesn't do that to her.
He laughed. He actually laughed about it, which I
And
thought was funny.
Olivia said that Mariah and Max being all lovey-dovey was uncomfortable for her because it like reminded her back whenever her and Ethan. I'm like, it's not about you. Be happy for her.
How about you're only like in your early 20s? You've only been married for what, a little over 2 years. How about you can get back? You can get back to that.
Climb in his lap, girl.
Stop being a bitch, Olivia.
And then she just makes it all about her feelings, the boundaries that she wants, her therapy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, God, Olivia, not every conversation is about you and your feelings.
It really is. It's all about.
I've had enough now.
It should be welcome to Oliviaville. Is what it should be.
No, Olivia's boundaries.
Yes.
That's what it's called. And at the end, it just says Olivia just doesn't want to hear or talk about Carrie or Kim and Barry at all. Doesn't want to hear their names. Doesn't want to talk about them. Doesn't want to hear about them.
But I'm glad what Ethan said, though.
But Ethan's like, I'm okay with it. I don't care.
No, but Ethan said that they should, if they want, if they want to, they should be able to speak about it, talk about it.
Right? He's like, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Well, but big deal. But of course, Olivia is not happy about anything ever.
Especially when it's Ethan and Mariah there. If they want to vent about their parents,
yeah,
let them.
Or say anything about their parents. It's their parents. It's their house.
Olivia fucking vents about them all the time.
And it's their house.
Yeah.
Don't like it, go home.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sorry for the cussing.
And then we watched the extras. Okay, this extra was...
It was dumb.
Love music. And it was basically just about how, like, if anything gets them in a mood, favorite song, things like that. And one thing we took away from all this is that Mariah and Ethan have a deep soul love for music.
Yeah. Yeah. You said who? Mariah and who?
Ethan.
I think Micah does too.
Micah likes music, but it's not his love. It's not his passion.
I think right now he's in love with himself too much to actually love the music.
Well, I think he...
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's because he was forced to play in the band, and the only reason he hated the band is because of the music they all played. And that's why all the kids hated it, except for probably Lydia and maybe Hosanna.
And it wasn't even their song. It was they actually... It's not like that family wrote their own songs and sang them at church.
Yeah, no, they were church hymns.
They were church... Yeah, it's like, come on. If you're going to have a family band, at least write your own songs once in a while.
But the reason they hated it is because of the songs. And so Micah was, like you even said... when I moved out, I moved away from that because it just was like everything negative to me. But now that I've like had time to be myself, I realized that I actually enjoy playing the guitar.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's good that he can get past, like, unlike Olivia, who can't get past her own mental shit to even go through town without being triggered.
You know, she insulted
Micah grew up. Realized, hey, yes, this may bring up stuff from my past, but I can love it in today for myself.
She insulted Ethan in that too. She insults, Ethan. She insults Ethan all the time, if you noticed.
Oh, I didn't notice. That's why I'm pointing it out.
She's like, oh, that's like an Ethan thing to say.
Yeah, he said that if he could pick a song for them, it would be I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. And the bish laughed and said, that's such an Ethan thing to say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you notice that you don't get her take on anything other than like she's bipolar and it shows in her music.
Because she's like, I'll listen to anything once. She goes, I'll listen to new stuff.
She's like, I love new songs and new music, and I have a favorite.
She's an Aldine fan, probably.
She's like, I love one genre today, and tomorrow it's completely different. And I'm like,
try that in a small town.
Stop. But I think it's great that Mike and Mariah realize, hey, we're on our own now. We don't have to keep living like we're angry teenagers, angry at mom and dad.
Yeah.
We can do what we want. And the fact that they're using that time to actually explore what they like, and that's a good thing. I mean.
And I think with the mom, Kim and Barry, giving Mariah and Micah that space, right? Not being over at their house all the time, even though they live a few blocks away. All right. I think that's huge.
Yeah.
At least we don't see that. But if they did that, I'm sure it would show on the show. Mariah and Michael would say something or be like just frustrated that they're there all the time.
I think it's super sweet that Ethan bought a piano for Olivia for a wedding gift
$2,500
Because-
all the way to Orlando to get it.
because he knew that it was something that would help her relieve stress.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the stuff that he does for her. But would she
Mhm.
do shit like that for him? No.
No, no.
But I am glad they had a backstory in the piano because now it makes sense that she won't want the ship on the piano. Remember when she
Yeah.
got him that big old?
She just didn't want the ship out.
Well, no, but I
Be
mean,
real.
the piano was $2,500. It's probably
So
a
you
classic.
put something on top, and then you set the
I
strip
don't
on
think
top.
I don't think you put stuff like that on the piano.
It's not like it was heavy.
Especially if Ethan went out special and got that for her.
It's not like it's a heavy piece.
It don't matter.
Anyway, I think it was great of them. I do agree that children should have musical training if you can afford it and if they're so inclined.
It's arts, the arts.
Yes, I think it's important. So I think that they get an A+ on that one.
The arts are more than a drawing and painting, right?
It is true, but it's all those things, whatever you're into. All right, guys. Well, thank you for this recap of season 3, episode 2 of Welcome to Plathville and this little extra called Love Music on the TLC website. If you have any inputs, thoughts, questions, complaints, feel free to let us know.
Subscribe.
And I hope you guys stay safe.
Subscribe.
Spay and neuter your pets.
Subscribe.
Buckle your seatbelts.
Subscribe.
Use your turn signals.
And subscribe.
And please, please, y'all, be kind. Because Mama says so.
And don't act like Olivia. Subscribe.
Bye.